Hello guys, welcome to the next Flamish experience, of course. Um, at the moment we're a low amount of people like in the panel. Maybe will be more joining us, I don't know. It's been a little bit weird lately, I will talk about it after the stream, probably in a separate video more, because I do want to do a separate video about it. But Reggie and Dave, or
Hello.
Since, as it is called
Yes,
now,
and
right? Yeah. So how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Yeah, been a crazy couple of weeks, but yeah, glad to be back on the show. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Okay, why is my YouTube? There's something wrong with my YouTube. Like it doesn't want to load or anything. It's so weird. Never seen this happen. Wait, hold on. Technical difficulties, guys. Give me a second. Otherwise, I can't see chat. This is annoying. So yeah, what have you been playing so far? Like, tell us about that stuff.
Um, well, when the FPS titles came out,
Mhm.
the Assassin's Creed titles and stuff got FPS booted, so I went back and started playing the SEA collection again, which is just phenomenal. It's like a completely different game now with 60 frames a second. But recently, I've been streaming Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Wrath of the Druids. Thoroughly enjoying that DLC. I think it's great. Very beautiful.
Okay.
Finished Far Cry 3 again, which is
Far Cry 3.
was a lot of
Wow.
fun. Yeah, I love it. I love the Far Cry games. But yeah,
Okay.
what have you been playing?
A lot actually. Yeah. Like I took another week break. And like I said, I will talk about them more in a separate video because I think it's too much to go into now in the show.
That's fair.
But I'm basically back now. I'll be back every week from now on. No more delays. I'm sorry I wasn't there last week, guys. For everyone that is watching, I saw some comments, but like I said, I will talk about that later today. I will do a separate stream for that for myself. Um, but no, guys. So what I've been playing is some more Path of Exile. Basically, I'm loving the game. I'm starting over again, which is my seventh damn character. So playing that game is hard. So when you make a character, if you make it wrong, you have to start over,
I don't think I've
basically.
played it yet. Been meaning to.
If you love Diablo, everything dungeon crawler, action RPG, like Diablo, Titan Quest, that's also on Xbox, games like Torchlight and all that stuff, then you should try Path of Exile. But it's
Yeah, I'll get around to it.
Path of Exile is the most difficult of them all because it's
Hmm.
so complicated, so much to do. People are saying you literally need a PhD to play the game. You need
Sounds
to.
great.
It's intimidating to start, really. But there's some
Hmm.
tools like you have Discord, or there's a certain Discord channel that explains everything you need to do really well. You have a lot of questions, you can go out to Discord for it. YouTube videos are also really big help. There's if you play on PC, which I don't because I cannot play on my keyboard anymore because it
Hmm.
hurts too much. I'm always playing with the controller, everything. If I can play with the controller, I play on Xbox. So
That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll get around to playing it eventually. But it's one of those I've been meaning to play, but then something else comes out, and I always end up skipping it and playing something else.
Yeah, and as we all know, there are games coming out next week, so
Oh man,
it's gonna be so cool. Like Biomutant, one of my
yeah, I'm looking
most
forward to that.
anticipated games this month, I would say.
Yeah, yeah. I was quite taken back by the E3. Was it the E3 showing where they debuted it? And I was really intrigued by it by then. But then it felt like there was nothing mentioned about it. And then suddenly the last few months, it's like, yeah, Biomutant. It's like so like everybody's starting to remember what it's about. And I was I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
I'm
Yeah,
actually
it's gonna
not
be good.
watching anything. Like I watched a snippet of it, like the first 3 minutes of the game,
Mm.
because I really was intrigued, but I don't want to watch more. It looks so
Yeah,
fun that I don't want to have spoilers. I don't want to know
yeah.
anything about the game. I
I-
want to go in clean. Like that's
I'm the
really
same.
hard to
If
do
there's a
these
game
days.
coming out, I know that I want to play. I'll completely avoid any trailers, any gameplay footage. I'll just make my own mind up when the game comes out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. Also, Invader, thanks for coming in. You're the only one at this point. If there's anyone else, let us know. If you have any questions, anyone you want to talk about Invader, can always put it in chat, or anyone else that's watching, of course. Let's see my YouTube. My YouTube is doing weird thing, like my video doesn't want to stay played. It's always like flashing up on and off all the time, and I cannot get it to just work. So yeah, that's really, really annoying. But yeah. Hey, Graphic God as well. Welcome. So yeah, I'm well. The most anticipated game I'm looking for next month is also Ratchet and Clank. That's coming out the 11th, I think.
Oh, is that next month? Is it? It does look good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, PlayStation 5 only.
Yeah. I haven't actually been able to get a hold of the PS5 yet, so.
Oh.
I know.
It's not a PlayStation 4 either, so.
I was able to get the Xbox Series X without an issue, but the PlayStation 5 still eludes me, so that's one I'll have to get up later on. It looks good though, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It does look
beautiful.
Like butter. It's really smooth. It's stunning.
Yeah. I'm really like shocked what they can actually bring with the new power that they have with new consoles. Like I know it's gonna be good, but the games I've seen so far, Returnal looks beautiful. The colors, the sounds, like even with the headset, right? It's not Dolby Atmos, but it's like similar. It feels like, yeah, the same. You cannot explain it. You have to listen to that stuff. But it's so good. Like I cannot even with my OLED TV that has Dolby Atmos inside. It doesn't sound the same like with headphones. Headphones are the way to go for next generation. And then
you just can't beat headphones. I don't think, not for gaming. You need to have that immersive in your ears.
Yeah, but I would say good quality pair, not like the cheap kind. The cheap kind will cheap out on the sounds that are like the low or the high frequency sounds or the middle tier. Sure. Like you want that high end pair of 150, 180 bucks.
I've been wanting to upgrade mine, so I'm still using the Astro A40s.
Plantronics. Go Plantronics. Trust me.
They're like 4 years old now, but I always get the same issue where they break on the mix amp, and then they don't sound anywhere near as good. So yeah, I've been meaning to get some. Either I want to get some either Astro A50s or some of the Steel Series Art. Is it Arctic 9s that the Xbox ones? Oh my god, man, they're like £200.
I swear, if I could choose again, and I'm not too keen on these headphones because they have a scroll wheel in the back here, and when I'm leaning against my couch, when there's like a pillow on top of my head, right, and they're like this, like so suddenly the sound like whoops and it goes off. So I'm like, what now? And that happens constantly. So if I can go back next time, I will go with the Rig Plantronics again. I'm not switching again. Like it has Dolby Atmos code inside, so you get a code for free basically. It's $15, which is not a lot, but it's still something, right?
Yeah.
But those are way more comfortable than these are. They're much lighter. Also, because these you can't even like shove around like up down or something. With the Plantronics, you do have 3 set options, and you can click them out and in of place. Actually, hold on. My girlfriend is gonna take them from upstairs, the one I have.
Okay.
I
thought you were showing me your headphones. I was like, what am I looking at?
I'm gonna show the headphones I was actually using, which was really cool. 4GK TV! Clowns! What you doing there? Come into the thing. Come on. I need more people. Marion, what's up, man? Welcome. So yeah, I think like good quality power headphones. Of course, your own experience is gonna change, of course, like what you were in the past. But the one I love the most are these. I will show.
Clowns.
I will
What's
show
going on,
right
dude?
now. Also, clowns, welcome. So these are the ones I use, and they have like 3 set options, and you just click them
Okay.
out.
Oh yeah, they're cool. Is that
And
Plantronics?
yeah, yeah, and they're
Cool.
lighter than the Steel series as well. I think they're overall just better for your ears. Like I still feel these are a little bit like, yeah, I don't know. These feel
Yeah.
these don't break. I can turn them around. I can up them.
I need that desperately.
They don't
I always
break.
break them along here because I've got a fat head.
The only thing I have is with this. This is the first thing that broke after 2 years and a half of use, because this is off, this is on, and you change it constantly doing that. It's not the best quality, but it's still good quality. It's not bad quality, but it's still like, yeah, it's very sensitive now. Like this is on, this is off, and everything over that doesn't work anymore. So I gave it to my girlfriend so she can use them to listen to music and stuff. Because it's
Yeah.
still quality pair. They still have amazing sound. So hi class. Pair. They still have amazing sound. So. Hi class. Pair. They still have amazing sound. Clowns, I hear the stream.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
A little bit better, yeah. Clowns.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix my speakers.
Okay, that's working. Okay. No. So yeah, buddy. How have you been doing?
Wow, my speakers are not working right today.
Oh, that's not good.
For the first time in my life, I could barely hear Flamish.
Well, the most annoying voice in the whole cosmos. Yeah, okay. Well, he works on his technical issues. No, so how are we doing today? That's what Marian asked. So how are you doing today, Sins?
I'm doing good. Yeah, doing pretty good. I'm nice and fat and full with a nice curry and got me an energy drink, so I'm sorted. I'm having a great day. That's all I need in life.
Energy drink, not the best to drink, man.
I'm okay with it.
Till you're 20 years old or something. That's like, oh! No.
I need all the help I can get at my age. Jesus.
But no, yeah, I'm doing okay. I've been streaming some. I bought a new game called Binding of Isaac. If you know that game, it's been out for years. Been
That's
very
meant to be
popular.
pretty. It's meant to be pretty messed up, isn't it? It's quite
One of the
dark
most
and quite...
messed up games there is, man. Like, they're just enemies that fart, basically. You hear the fart sounds and you just burst out laughing. It's like, okay, this game is
based
the
on a
most
dead
silly.
baby?
Yeah, it's for babies that cry. And crying the tears are your weapons, and they become more powerful. And you make deals with the devil, and you shoot at poop and flies and all kinds of different things. I think it's a game that clowns would enjoy.
Sounds great.
But it's a really painful game. Like just
I
the
would've-
amount of frustration you get in that game because of what happens. Like you go into a room that's like 10 different enemies just coming at you, and you're like, ah.
With those kind of games, I would have just liked to have been a fly on the wall during the development process. Like, what could we put in this room? I don't know. Let's have a dead baby that cries. It's like, where do they come up with this stuff? And who signs off on it? Who says this is a good idea?
I have no idea. What do you mean? Audio's a bit crackly. Graphic card is it with me? Because basically I promised with my YouTube that it flashes my screen black and white. Actually, hold on. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go real quick. Like, check the chat for me real quick. I'm going to a different browser. Let's see, Edge. Let me go to Edge for now. There we go. Because this is not working right, and I want to see my chat and my YouTube. I agree. There we go. I agree. There we go. Klaus looks sad. Why would he look sad? He's my bested buddy in the world. Klausy!
Can you
Becky?
hear me? Okay?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes.
Oh my god, the Flamish, you're loud again. Like, you're really loud.
Perfect. Oh, Constant Gamer. Welcome, Zemi.
Are you sure that's Zemi and not a fake constant gamer?
No, I think it's Zemi.
Are you sure it's Zemi? Ask him something that only Zemi would say.
Zemi, will you ever play Crusader Kings 3 with me? Constant Gamer, would you ever play Crusader Kings 3 with me again? And why? Let's see what he answers to that. So, now class, how have you been doing, my man?
I'm doing good, not bad.
Of course I would, because we are the best of friends. Oh, Constant
Yes.
Gamer, don't lie.
Oh, Graphic God is calling him out.
Oh! Oh, this is getting spicy in chat, man. At the moment, like Constant Gamer getting called out by Graphic God. Damn. And also fun speculation. Hi, Mav. Always fun to see you here. So yeah, guys, as you all know, I was I said this before in the beginning of the stream, but I will do a separate video after the stream on my own, talking
Mav, what's
about
up, buddy?
what's going on with me, and an update on the channel itself, what's going to happen, because I wasn't really sure. But like I said, I will talk about it after the stream in a separate video, basically, because I think it's something that people need to know at this point in time. So yeah, Klaus, what have you been doing this week?
You make it sound like your video is gonna be like your obituary, like this is the end of Flamish, and I'm so sad.
No.
I'll play the piano music. Do, 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 do. You know,
No.
I feel like it's a sad thing. You know, Flamish, you gotta tell us a little bit. I mean, like, we want the Flamish experience to stay, and I don't know what the heck you're doing, but there's like 390 people watching.
What? What?
Yeah, so what are you doing? Like, how'd
Holy,
you
what?
convince-
300 people. Oh my god, guys. Whoa, I want to thank you all. This is amazing. Like, I never seen
Cerebral
this
Paul
amount of...
pops in and it goes up like crazy.
What's going on, Paul?
Are you hacking? We can't hear you, Paul. Can't hear you.
He's
So-
probably telling you all the Xbox ambassadors that are probably watching you right now. But he's like, oh crap, can't say their names. Better turn my mic off real quick.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a special, so I would say I'm not the most professional. I'm the most random show on earth. I can say that literally, like I talk about everything. So if it's something you like to watch, you can stay, of course. And I did spawn bots in here, Mario. What are you talking about? Come on. Why would I do something like that? No,
I'll tell you
so...
what,
Yeah, I don't-
they've come to look at Clowns' beard. It's just beautiful.
No, I highly doubt that.
Oh man, I wish I had a beard like that.
Maybe. Oh yeah, thanks, man. I like. Yeah, it's good.
just-
Let
I
it
just-
just
I
grow.
just don't get any
Or,
hair
like-
grow here. I end up like with like this full-on bushwhacker beard. It just does nothing.
Wow. Yeah.
Anyway, I digress.
Maybe
So Paul, we
maybe
can't still
people-
hear you, man. Get your audio fixed. Come on.
Maybe people are like watching your channel because they think the Flamish experience is like Flamish girls, and they're coming in and they're watching, they're
There
waiting
we
for
go,
like
Paul.
Flamish girl to come up on the screen.
Well,
My voice mod app had stopped working, so I had to restart it.
I guess they're in for a rude awakening. Because that's not what it's going about. This is mostly about gaming and some random stuff. So, but we're all gamers in here. We love our games. So,
What games? I don't play games. What do you? I don't know what you're talking about. Dude.
well, you do have a Series X hat on your head. So
No,
I
that's
would
because
say.
that's for my X-rated series of videos that I have.
That's a good one. Okay. Yeah, this is a very, I have to say, very special for me that there's so many people watching me all of a sudden. I do want to thank every single one of you. So, Paul, what's your week been? Has been? Has been?
Now you're calling me a has-been. Wow.
No, how has your week been so far?
It's been okay. I mean, let's see. Mostly, I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla, making up for my lost 132 hours, and I spent about 10 hours. Excuse me, hang on.
Yes.
I had to. If I mute myself quick, it's because I'm coughing. My acid reflux is acting up really bad. But then I also played a lot of the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect.
You played a lot of Mass Effect this week.
And that's been about it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry guys, I have to do this one thing. Clowns, have you like let me talk a little bit about something, because Clowns is a guy. He actually made a really good article. I need to put that article in the description
Wow,
below.
Clowns is a guy. I didn't know the beard threw me off.
I hope I am. I'm not.
Oh man, I hate English sometimes. English is so hard. No, but basically,
I'm not that thing from the was that show, The Addams Family.
Yeah.
Just
There's also,
imagine.
in the Lord of the Rings, the dwarf females also have beards. So, unless you really know what you're looking
No.
for, you can tell them apart.
So, Clowns, I wanna ask you, like, you made an article, right? Can you tell us a little bit about it? Because I think it's very interesting and people should know about it.
I just wanted to write on a perspective of what it's like to play video games having narcolepsy and memory issues and cognitive issues, and like throughout the day, narcolepsy usually can get worse with excessive daytime sleepiness, and there's no cure for it. Like medications don't really work all the time. They'll give you any like uppers and left and right to try to keep you awake, but it still doesn't always help. You could take like an Adderall and drink 9 coffee and still fall asleep like 5 minutes later, right? So, I mean, it's the longer you play a game, like especially like for me, like a good example is Destiny, right? So if I hop in Destiny 2 and I'm like walking around trying to do missions, I get confused when I'm on. I get confused where to go. I'll maybe complete 1 or 2 quests, and then like the next part of the quest, I have just like if there's no marker directing me there or exactly telling me what to do, I'm walking in circles staring at cliffs, and then like probably somewhere along there I am asleep and not even realizing it, and just riding my bike off cliffs constantly. And then like another example would be like Borderlands 1, like that was really horrible with map direction. I'd be like, oh, so I got to go over there, and then I get there and there's like a big mountain that you probably got to go around somewhere on the map, and yeah, can't figure it out. So I'm just staring at the wall, let's try to figure this out. And the longer I stare at the wall, the more frustrated I get, and I'm like, well, time to turn this off, because it's just memory issues are very tough. But I think Outriders did a great job especially on where to go. You can press up, and that really helps. Like the travel paths like help me tremendously. And I actually heard from a lot of other people with different conditions too that experienced memory loss and cognitive issues, and they were like, "Man, so glad you wrote that article. You know that it's some good points that I hope developers pick up on. I hope they pick up more like on the way Outriders of the game or Minecraft Dungeons or Apex Legends. You know, the way your friends can mark stuff. When everybody could just auto pick up, it's another great thing. And auto equip the highest gear. All that stuff kind of helps people with memory loss and cognitive issues that don't have the capabilities at that moment in time to really think about strategy and be like, okay, this sword goes with this shield, and this, you know, this gives me +5 defense or whatever. Like, you just need an auto equip button, because my memory, I can't figure that stuff out for the life of me. I stare there like I'm staring at algebra all over again for the first time.
Okay.
I think Skyrim also had the ability to, when you pushed a button, it would give you a path to follow.
Mm.
The only issue is sometimes those paths lead to nowhere because the game doesn't know where to put it.
So
Paul,
is
Yeah.
your sound is going in and out. Okay, that's not what I wanted.
I'm getting pissed, dude. Nothing's changed, but it just does that. I don't know. So
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. That's something that's so weird. It's not the first time that happens, but there's nothing.
I know.
Oh, sorry. I'll let it go. No clowns. And tell us a little bit more. Like, how did you get to write that article? Because I think it's something that people need to know. Also, I put in the description below. So if you refresh the video, the live stream, you can go to the description, and the article is over there, guys. For the how many people that were watching me, so 400 people around. Like if you all want to see that, yeah, it's cool.
A while ago, back in, I want to say maybe December or something, they posted, one of the editors posted something and said, "Hey, we want to hear from people with, you know, disabilities and what their perspectives on video games are like, and, you know, give us an idea of what you would write about." And I gave him a pitch, and I explained like how many people in the world have narcolepsy, how it's underdiagnosed, and how, you know, believe it or not, narcolepsy is a very debilitating condition because you lose functional capacity like 80% of your day with narcolepsy. So a lot of times you end up on disability. There's a lot of depression, and unfortunately, and this is real talk too, like there's a lot of people that decide they can't live with narcolepsy, let's say it that way, and they have a higher rate, 50% higher than the normal population of people that think they can't make it through life. So it's a very debilitating condition because it affects neurology, it affects your muscles, cataplexy. And I wrote this whole pitch to Wired, and I heard back, and the editor was like, "We would love to have you write something based on your experiences," and that's what I did, pretty much. And they made a page for me on their site saying I'm a contributor, so I'm really happy about that. I hope I get the opportunity to write some more stuff. I have some more ideas, and you know, Wired has written some sleep articles in the past as well, so I think it kind of fits the magazine because they talk about sleep health a few months ago, which is really cool.
Well, and the fact that they happened to publish it on the day of GAD, I think they were holding it for that.
Yes, they published it one day after Microsoft published their disability thing, and I think you're probably right because they had and shout out to I think his name is Grant Stoner. He's somebody else who is physically disabled, and he wrote a fantastic article about 2 days before mine on different subjects based on disabilities. So, you know, I think I think Wired was waiting for this month and this time period to probably publish it.
Mm-hmm.
There are times like this. I wish I was a better writer. I get interviewed a lot for stuff like this, but I can't write my own stuff. You know.
I'll give you a tip. Like, to be honest with you, never be afraid to write, Paul, because behind these magazines, there's editors, right? And these
Oh, yeah.
editors are very good. And I mean, the editor that worked with me on my article, oh man, Alan, he is such a fantastic guy. He's a nice guy. And it seems like he helps a lot of people out because he's busy a lot, but he really helped me understand some like grammar points and things like that. So.
And one
Okay.
thing I was going to bring up, one thing people don't realize, I believe in, I could be mistaken, but you're not allowed to drive, are you?
I am
I know.
allowed to drive as long as I don't have any accidents, and as long as I
Oh.
don't, as long as I take my medication, and as long as my doctor doesn't think that I shouldn't be driving.
Okay. Also,
Really? Yeah.
clowns. Inside the chat is also asking like if you have trouble sleeping at night. He's asking because a friend of his had this has something like that, and he has narcolepsy.
Yes, that can happen, absolutely, because a lot of times with narcolepsy, your sleep schedule gets all screwed up. So a lot of times in the day you'll have excessive daytime sleepiness, and then at night, because you probably fell asleep during the day, maybe for 4 to 6 hours. So sometimes at night you can't sleep right away. You might wake up, sleepwalk with narcolepsy. You might have what they call sleep paralysis with narcolepsy at night, and then you experience like where you like your eyes are open but your mind's still asleep, and like your dreams come into reality, so you see like demons on the wall, spiders crawling around, all this crazy stuff, and then once you wake up from that, you're like, okay, I don't feel like going to sleep right now.
I've had
It's just
sleep paralysis a few times. My God, it's horrible, absolutely horrible.
it is because you
It
feel
really
like
messes me.
you feel like you can't breathe when all this is happening.
Yeah.
And it's,
But you're right. It leaves you in that like mind where you don't want to go back to sleep because you don't want it to happen again. So it's it can really mess you up. It's horrible.
yeah.
I have something that's different, but I don't know if it's sort of stuff like that. I wake up and my arm is asleep, but both arms, and I'm just sitting there like trying to move them, and it hurts a little bit. And then it takes like 5 or 10 minutes before they really start moving again. So I don't know if it has something to do with that as well. Like, what do you think, Klaus? Like,
I mean, it could be a sign of sleep paralysis, just a different way where your body's still asleep, but your eyes are open and you're trying to move around and you can't. Like you're trying to force yourself to move around. I mean, it's something that you may want to eventually bring up with your doctor and get a sleep study done, because there's multiple sleep disorders. There's idiopathic hypersomnia, there's hypersomnia, there's all different kinds of sleep disorders. There's also people with severe apnea that experience very similar symptoms to narcolepsy, and they don't even know they have sleep apnea. So there's just so many things out there that we don't even truly understand how the brain works when it's sleeping.
yeah. Yeah, I've seen a study like from Africa where they sleep on their sides, and it apparently seems to be the best way how to sleep. And then other people are saying that's on your back you need to lay to sleep the best, and like they still don't know at this point. Like it's
Well,
weird.
once you're asleep, your body's going to do what your body's going to do. I'm a side sleeper.
Yeah.
Even if I fall asleep in my back, I end up on my side just because that's where my body's most comfortable.
Yeah. I know it's just weird.
Now,
like
with your arms and stuff, that could actually be related to your back issues too. So could be a
Yeah,
pinched
yeah.
nerve issue because I have pinched nerve issues. So
Well, we'll know next week. Next week Sunday of my MRI, and then Monday after that. So next week Monday, I'll know what the doctor is gonna say about it. So then I'll know everything what's going on around with my back. My neck was not the best.
if you think after one visit you're going to know everything going on with your back, you haven't dealt with doctors.
Yeah, all doctors are different. I mean, he's using an MRI. It's a quite advanced system over here. So
yes, we don't have those here in the States. We still like do leech bleeds and stuff. It's kind of scary.
No, okay, I know what you mean, but I no, but I mean it's gonna be a lot more clear
I
what's
know,
going
dude.
on. So,
But
yeah,
what I'm saying is temper your expectations for them, because back issues, especially soft tissue issues, are very hard to deal with.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna talk about them more as well in the video that's coming after the stream
Yep.
because I do want to talk about it. So yeah, clowns. Have you seen the new game that I bought recently, Binding of Isaac? Have you ever played that?
The what?
Binding of Isaac on the Xbox.
Yeah, I have that on PC.
You have it on PC.
I got, huh?
How you like it?
It was alright. I think we got a press code for it a long time ago.
No, not on Xbox though.
Maybe not on Expo. I know I got it on PC for sure.
Okay. No.
Yeah, I've watched Ambassador streamed it every once in a while. I've watched it, but it's not my type of thing.
Yeah.
Is it easy achievements?
No.
No.
It's really hard to play. Like a roguelike, basically. Several years old. And while talking about video games, here's Burnt Fish. Welcome to the show, buddy.
What up, Burned?
What's
Toe-
up?
Hold on. Did everybody notice that it says Toe Gang
Toe
Mhm.
Gang.
when he lets them be in? It says Toe Gang. Toegang.
Okay.
Maybe it's
Is that Flamish for letting people in?
Oh, yeah, that means
Ah,
entrance.
toegang.
Yeah. It's what we call toegang.
Toegang.
It's what they call Dutch.
I'll tell you what, guys, I'm getting crazy beard envy right about now. My God, another beautiful beard.
Yeah, I'm not gonna grow a
that-
beard
that
that
beard
long,
game is
so
going
I
strong,
could
man.
I couldn't grow a beard if my life depended on it.
Burnt Fish.
Yeah.
His beard. He looks like that GIF where the guy takes his beard and puts like noodles in it and makes it
Yeah,
blow.
Yeah, my
Like-
We
I-
gotta show. We gotta show him that GIF. We gotta show it to him.
my great grandfather, he always told me when you want a mustache or a beard, you have to eat mustard. So when I was younger, I always I did mustard on everything. So here I
It
am.
works.
Yeah.
well, it's a new tip for everyone, buddies. Eat mustard. You will get a beard.
Does that fix the hair that's falling out on the back of your head too?
Maybe.
Wait, do you have back here issues? Bad.
No, I do. Yeah, I'm
cap.
slowly losing
Yeah,
like a little spot on my head.
I'm gonna have a
My,
haircut on Wednesday, so
my girlfriend reminds me from time to time that I'm starting to thin around the top, and that's never a good sign.
Yeah,
Lemon,
I'm
what's
quite
up?
lucky, I would say. My age, but I'm still young, so we'll see what happens in 10 years or something. But I'm gray. I'm starting to get gray overall. So that's a little bit sad. So Bufffish, what have you been playing, sir?
yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit late, but I had like my how do you say it? My godson. He turned 1 today, so I was working at home, so I haven't been playing that much this week, so I've been pretty busy, work schedule. But yesterday I picked up the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I pre-ordered Biomutant, so I played Mass Effect for like an hour. I'm trying to finish the last episode of Season 2 of The Walking Dead tonight, maybe.
Oh, the
Not
game?
much.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, the game's cool.
Yeah, I played it multiple times on my 360 and on my PS4, PS5, but I'm a bit of a achievement hoarder, you know.
Are we all not at
I
this
am too.
point?
I got my 100,000 yesterday,
Hey.
so
Oh, congratulations!
thank you, yay! Not much. So yeah.
So Flamish is way behind then. There's no way he's catching up to us.
I am
No.
trying. At least I'm trying. But I'm not
You're a
gonna play the
slacker.
same game 7 times because it's a different game with the same mechanics. I mean, If you buy one game, 7 games that are entirely puzzle games, where you have 50 levels and they all play exactly the same,
Well, that
whatever
should
they
make you
are.
go through them quickly. That should make you go through
Yeah.
them quickly.
Well, it
I
still
don't
takes a
understand.
couple, like 2 hours and a half to go to one of those games, so I'm not doing over 15 hours of just the same basically game all the time. Would be too
I'm
much.
15 hours. I do that in like a day in Valhalla here. What are you talking? What are you complaining about?
Oh my
Okay.
god, Valhalla was brutal the first playthrough. Oh,
Yeah, Valhalla is
120 hours, I think.
brutal.
Is it any good? Because I'm still thinking about buying it
It's
because I now can buy it for like $30 here.
it's
So
a good game. It's far too bloated, like far too bloated.
okay.
There's like every area's got like a set of collectibles you need to get, but every
Ooh.
collectible's behind a puzzle, and
Yeah.
it just
Mm.
becomes
Oh, no.
so tedious. Towards the end, I
Yeah.
mean, for me anyway, it got so tedious. I mean,
Yeah, I
even
do like
even
the story though. I do like
yeah.
the story, but yeah.
I'm enjoying the Wrath of the Druids DLC story. That's really good. But again, it's the same. It's go blow up a wall, go move an object,
Yeah.
and it's all to
Yeah.
get these. I mean, even the little chests are hidden behind these puzzles. It just becomes incredibly frustrating.
It's a bit like
That's like
Immortals.
yes.
In the beginning, it was
Phoenix
so cool,
Rising.
so new mechanics and all that. But after 20 hours, it's just the same over and over
Yeah.
again.
Okay.
I can't go back to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Me neither.
I installed the game again.
Is this Phoenix Rising?
Phoenix
Yeah.
Rising.
Yeah, I want to finish it just once though. That's just where I'm at. And
I
actually
started
had to
playing
go
it.
back and
Phoenix
replay a lot of it.
Rising, I would call a more humorous version of Assassin's Creed Valhalla and
Yeah, definitely.
that type of game. But it's great game. It's a great game.
Mm.
But after a while, it do gets the same. The puzzle are
I was
different all the time because there's a lot of puzzles in that game. I finished it. I'm going to the last DLC basically of the game, which is the Lost Gods. All the others I have finished, except the Chinese version. The Chinese
I was
Eastern
really enjoying it.
one.
I got about 30 hours in, and then I suffered that save bug, and I never went back to it. I should really go back to it, but I can't put
Oh.
30 hours into a game and then lose it and then go straight back to it. So I will go back to it in like when I'm done with Assassin's Creed.
Well, if you have finished the story, you can actually just skip over and go to the next DLC if you want. I mean,
I never got that far into the story. I didn't even finish the story. I think I just rescued Athena.
Ooh, that's pretty in the beginning.
Yeah. I rescued
What?
Athena and I rescued another one, but I can't. Oh, Aphrodite.
For me, it's even funnier because Athena was the last person I saved. So for me, that was at the end of the game.
I love the art style there. The art style in it's great.
Yeah, I love the cartoony style. Like most people don't like that style. They think it's too childish and stuff. But if you look at the games, most cartoony games are actually the most awesome. Like I don't know what they're talking about. You can
No.
actually make it the best cutesy and cute style, and I just love that. That's so adorable.
Yeah.
What?
Well, also by using cartooning, it actually uses less resources on the system. It's actually easier to do stuff.
Yeah.
Than to do like a fully, like Assassin's Creed type of shadows and all that. You do it
Yeah.
cartoony,
It
not
also
as taxing.
It's also a lot less time to develop something like that. It doesn't take like 2 years to just get to character models in a level design because it is cartoony, right? Overall, we do know that it takes less to develop a cartoony game than it does a realistic, like because of all the resources you need for realistic. If I'm not correct, correct me.
Yeah, there's one studio. I think the Studio Ghibli. I don't know if people know Studio Ghibli.
Yeah.
It's like they all the art style is done with hand.
Done by hand? Wow.
Yeah, I think what game is it called? Nino Kuni.
Ni no Kuni, yeah, Ni no Kuni.
I think Ni no Kuni. It's not from Studio Ghibli, but a people working for Studio Ghibli were in the development team. So I think a lot of the stuff over there is also done by hand.
Yeah, Nino Kuni. It's also on the Switch called Nino Kuni Wrath of the White Witch.
Yeah,
We
that's the
got the
first one.
Revenant, Kingdom King Edition.
The Wrath of the
Um,
White Witch is the first one.
There's also an anime version as well.
Yeah, I saw it already.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, Indy is asking about Diablo Immortal. My like the thoughts and Hertz is gonna be pay to win. I don't know. Like what I've seen so far, it does look pay to win, but I've only seen a slice of the game. Basically, I haven't played it yet. I'm still waiting on the access. I don't think anyone else in the party is really looking forward to the game. I don't know. Like it's Diablo.
It's
All I
mobile
hear
game,
when
yeah.
I talk about Diablos, we don't
We
talk
get
about
it,
it.
Diablo. Okay, yeah, okay, Diablo. Yeah, we get it.
See, that's what I mean. Like Paul is already saying, like, yeah, we get it.
No,
Like,
it's right. No, I will get it. I do like Diablo. I just,
Immortals that's the one that's coming out on mobile, and it's
yes,
not the.
on mobile and
yeah.
tablet. I'm
I've got no
really looking
interest in
forward.
that personally.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my access basically at this point. It's been like a year already, so can I be there soon enough? But yeah, no info yet on that indie. Yeah, talking about like in general, I think those games like another game, Spiritfarer, that you finished, right? Birdfish.
Yeah, that game, man, definitely. Especially now with all the mental health month. Uh, I'm not always blown away by there are a couple of games I'm blown away by the story and really stays with me for years. But that game, Spiritfarer, when I was playing that game, I told animated as well. I sent him a message, dude, check it out. That game is shit, man.
It's deep,
Everyone,
isn't it?
yeah,
It's a game I'm
everyone
thinking of.
in yeah, everyone in life, um, they lose people. You know, if it's by an accident or death or no matter what. And that game, man, even if it's not your story you're playing, but you get flashbacks of your own past, what you lost in life, and how you coped with it. And for me, it's one of those games I will carry on in my life, and how they did it, how they tell the story, how they bring it to the people playing it. I know you haven't picked it up yet, Flamish, or you can't stay in it for long, but
I
it's one. It's really, you know, it gets your throat clamped up. It gets you emotional. It's like the one game Ubisoft ever made. The Valiant Heart, is it that
Yes,
game?
the World War game.
Yeah, that was a game as well. I was sitting in my chair and I was playing it, and the last 5 minutes of that game, I was crying because it's the story, how it's been told, how you get emotionally connected to those characters.
connected or invested.
Yeah,
much
it's
in.
crazy, and that Spiritfarer game has the same, but more, a lot more.
okay.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful game.
Yeah.
I didn't complete it, but I need to. But yeah, it's really moving. Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to be honest, guys. I tried it for the second time. I just can't get into the game. It's too. It's. I guess I'm really hard when it comes to let's say subjects like that. I'm not really like all too emotional, I would say.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
So I
sorry,
don't know
Tom.
it's why that because of that I don't really go into it that much. But yeah, there's other subjects where I'll cry about. That's other people thinking like, huh, what? So maybe that's why I can get into it. Maybe a little bit of more of the gameplay as well. It's really slow burner, I would say, for me, as a game, and maybe that's why I cannot concentrate long enough to to get the story going, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Have you played the game, Klaus? Spearfire?
No, haven't played it.
Are you going to?
I'm not sure.
Put me
I'm
on the
debating
backlog
on it.
list. Put it on your
Yeah.
backlog list. At this point.
It's one of those games I thought like the mechanics. Nah, it's not for me. You know, you have to build your boat and go over there, go over there, go over there. But once you get the hang of it, I couldn't stop playing, man. I finished it in like a week. Every day I was playing it for like 4, 5, 6 hours straight. I couldn't stop. But then the game stopped. Then I finished the game, and then it was like,
You feel empty.
yeah, I felt empty indeed. It was like a hole I fell in. So I was looking on the internet. Hey, does it have DLC or? But no.
Well, it's got a Lily update or something. I don't know what that is about, but it
Yeah,
says
that's just
literally.
about random characters they add to it with their own story, and it's crazy because when you get to know new characters, but you don't know who they are. You feel like a certain bond between multiple characters, but then when you play the game, you start to learn like that character was your mother, that character was your father, she was your sister. There was one point that I was like, whoa, there was a small flower. It represented a kid who always got bullied on school, and he committed suicide, and now he was in the purgatory, just waiting to get over to where do you want to go. That was really hard, man. Like those type of subjects in a game.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna like.
It's not for
finish the
everyone,
game. No.
especially if those type of subjects are pretty hard for you. Don't play the game. I'm not telling you to not to play the game, but it sticks with you.
Yeah, for sure.
It stick. The game was done on a Sunday evening, 10 in the evening. I finished the game. I went out for a smoke, and the morning after, it was sticking on my back because I was like, "Fuck, man, this game was so wow." So yeah,
See, I'm the opposite to Clowns. I'm quite an emotional person, so those kind of games I have to play a little bit and then leave it, then play a little bit and leave it.
yeah,
If I try and take it all in one go, that's it. It'll just mess me up for a
yeah,
few
yeah.
weeks. So. I will
I
go
get
back to it.
that.
Yeah, another game that's like that I went into it like with no expectation because I didn't know the game. It's called Haven. It's on Game Pass as well. With Spearfire as well, also on Game Pass. And I tried that game, and an hour in I couldn't continue. Like it's nice. The story seems to be really set up well. There's some nice character development between the boy and the girl that's in the game. But yeah, just a game I can't like get into. It's like I'm stuck at a certain point and
Yeah.
with myself like I don't want to invest more time in it. I feel it's just not a game for me. That's what's great about gaming. I mean, so many games coming out every time that I'm like, hey, what am I gonna play today? There's so many variety at this point.
Mm.
I think we're very lucky.
Especially with Game Pass as well. Jesus, there's always something to play.
Yeah, like the game that came out today or yesterday, Knockout City, with the dodgeball game that came out.
I never even heard of it, and I saw people playing it today. So I'm going to be looking at that after this stream, after this podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that later today. Actually, I really want to test that game out. Maybe you should play in a party or something.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
gonna
check out the game.
download it now. I'm gonna download it now because I saw it.
Cool. Cool. Hey, you, Paul, are you gonna try the game? Knockout City? It's in EA Play.
Maybe. maybe. I haven't, we'll see.
It's only 8 gigs.
Those kind of games tend to be difficult for me. Like, anything that, because to me it's like Rocket League or anything like that, where there's a lot of moving around and trying
Yeah.
to do stuff. And I'm just not good at stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
I-
like
I will
Counter
pro-
Strike
I will
with
pro-
dodgeball.
Yeah, I will probably play with friends because they don't expect me to be good. So it makes it a little, not as much pressure.
Yeah, of course.
And we'll just have fun, type of thing, Like when I join community game night, for most of the games we play, I don't play expecting to do good. I just play expecting to have fun.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, it seems to be having some a really cool concept. Like dodgeball is a really fun sport, right? I did when I was in school. The dodgeball games were really fun to do.
it wasn't for
one
me.
time-
I don't know what you're talking about.
In
What-
it nuts.
I never
A
forget the
dodgeball?
one time.
A bunch of classmates just throwing balls at me was not my idea of a good time.
No, but just imagine you're
Especially
like you're
those-
always the target, right? You're getting bullied, you're always the target, and then you blitz out into dodgeball. And you're the last person alive on the team, and they're all rooting for you. It's so awesome.
Especially with those nasty ass red balls we had in elementary school. Those things hurt.
Well, that's the thing of dodgeball. Like I
Yeah.
basically dived to the ground and stuff to get under the balls. It was awesome, like really awesome. I love it so much.
Wat een
Maybe
woordspeling.
for you.
Ik duik onder de ballen.
Oh my god. Yeah. Bombardment. Is that what you call dodgeballs, Snow? Bombardment? You've never been a fan
That's
of?
what it would be. Yeah, that's what it would be, basically.
Bombardment.
Now I want to know: does the game have do we have the mod for making a wrench? Because if you can dodge a wrench, you
This
can
is a
dodge a
reminder.
ball. So
Oh, hold on. Okay, Paul, can you say it again? There was...
yeah, turn your fucking Alexa off is what I can say. Jesus.
Did you
I
say-
said, does it have the add-on so you can make, instead of balls, you're throwing wrenches at each other? Because if you can dodge a ball, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
My apologies. Alexa's ace.
Well, as long as it doesn't skew your address, it's gonna be fine, right?
Yeah. Is the Dutch Virgin called Alexa too, or does she have a Dutch name? Or is it Alexa across the world?
She's called Alexa, but I like to refer to her as pain in my ass because she randomly
Yeah.
comes on during the day, which is great.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why Alexa is something that's like most people have these days. Like, why do you need a robot voice in your house?
I have one because I have an awful memory, so I use her to give me reminders about when to take medications and stuff. So that's why I have it. But also, I like having Spotify available, like as and when.
I was
want
gonna
some
say
praise,
I use her for alarm clock and for if I'm sitting there doing stuff and I want to play some music, I will tell her to play because she has
Okay.
access to my Amazon Music library. Yeah.
Okay.
and she tells you when you got parcels turning up as well from Amazon, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yep. Tells me when my stuff has arrived, and I can also I have one of the wall socket things, so I can turn a light on and off just by telling her.
Mm.
Okay.
And
yeah.
she can actually you can program her to control your TV and your Xbox and stuff as well.
And she'll tell you that she loves you when you're feeling super lonely.
Does she
Yeah,
make
yeah.
coffee for you as well if you want?
I wish. Oh, if she made coffee for me, it'd be awesome.
Like I know there's a thing like that where you can program that the coffee time is there and then the coffee just starts running and then it's ready
Yeah.
till when you will get awake or something.
Oh, yeah.
If you've
do
got a
that with my phone.
smart coffee maker, she'll make a cup of
Yeah,
coffee for you.
I can do that with my phone. I have like a coffee machine with beans.
Really?
Yep.
I can connect it, but yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. And also, guys, who's all ready for Biomutant?
Oh, I'm well excited for it.
Yeah, I know we talked about it in the beginning of the show, but no one else was here except us.
Oh yeah.
So
I remember now.
I pre-ordered it, so maybe tomorrow bull.com will deliver it because most of the times they are a day early. So
Yeah.
maybe tomorrow I'll have it.
Yeah.
Uh,
And Paul, what about you?
Well, I'm gonna play it, but I didn't pre-order it. I can't afford that right now since I'm gonna be in the process of moving and stuff. So
Okay, so there's one thing, like I don't know if Clowns is here because his camera is off. Clowns, are you still there?
Yep.
Okay. Are you gonna try the game day one?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Clowns, are you sitting on the toilet right now? That's what it sounds.
Don't forget to mute
Yep.
yourself. No, so guys, there's one thing about Biomutant that you have to know. If you pre-order the game, you get a special class that you will not get otherwise. Otherwise, you have to pay for the class, which is something that I think is of a practice these days is not really good. I feel like it's something that shouldn't be done anymore at this point. Like cosmetics or extra weapons or stuff you can get in beginning, I don't care about. But like a class that's basically behind the paywall if you're not a day one buyer is just stupid, right?
No,
I
I have
think-
no problem with that. They're trying to drive pre-sales. They want to get an idea. You know.
Yeah, it's more about getting the game to be sold on day one so many times. But I think it's stupid. Like that class is locked otherwise. You have to pay for it. I don't know how much. So I'm hoping I'll get to game day one. We'll see.
And the other thing is too. I mean, yeah, it's behind a paywall, but it doesn't mean you can't earn it inside the game as well.
Yep.
Maybe because like
Yep.
that's what Rainbow Six Siege does. Is yeah, you can pay to buy them, or you can work your way to them.
No,
in the game.
this game is DLC. If you don't buy it, it's a DLC. You need to buy the character if you don't pre-order the game.
That may change over time. We'll see what happens. I wouldn't, I have no
Uh,
problem with them doing that. I have no problem with pre-sale incentives
Okay.
because
But there's good news as well. The character in game, like it's the things it does are basically by other means you can still get it, but it's not the character from the beginning, right? So you need to unlock it later on. But the class itself from the beginning will not be available otherwise. Like you have to buy it or you have to pre-order. So
I think then you only have to pre-order the game digitally because it didn't give me any options.
you will probably get a physical code in there.
Is it?
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Speaking of Biomutant, what was everybody's opinion of how THQ Nordic handled the whole PlayStation 5 not running up native 4K?
Good question.
I love the. Yeah, I like the fact that they did that. That was their polite way of saying y'all need to shut the hell up.
No, I think it's. I mean, they probably have some trouble with the PlayStation 5 version, just running it correctly without any problems because it's a backwards title, right? A backwards compatible title. It's not a real version, like the PS5 version is PlayStation 4, right?
And
PlayStation 4 Plus. PlayStation 4 Plus.
And is it not because they don't support the 1440p as well? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, PlayStation 5 can't output at 4
Yeah.
40p.
Okay. Okay, that's still better than PlayStation 4 Pro. I mean, at least.
There was so much hate aimed at THQ Nordic though for the way that was announced. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
It's gamer fanboys being gamer fanboys. They just need to,
Well, I don't know what's going on with Sony. When I look at our Belgian secondhand store websites, everyone's selling their PlayStation 5 and they're like, yeah, I would like to trade with an Xbox. Or in the beginning when the PlayStation 5 came out, people were like paying for like 750, 800 euros for a PlayStation 5, and now people are selling their used PlayStation 5 for like 600, 650 with 2 games with it, and they don't even sell.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't buy a used PlayStation 5 right now because they could be broken units. Because you're a secondhand buyer, you wouldn't have access to the warranty. You'd be screwed. And a lot of the units have been broken. I mean, they're having.
Yeah, but it's basically because here people are. Flamish, you can back me up with it. We saw it in our friends group.
Yeah.
A lot of people are
Xbox
waiting for that.
users now.
Yeah, or they're just waiting for the PlayStation 5. We now had a friend of ours. He was a PlayStation fan for life. He was like, "Yeah, I want to play some new games. I wanna play some next gen stuff." But he didn't have the funds, so he bought him an Xbox Series S, and he's like, "Wow, okay, I get it now."
Oh yeah.
But a lot of people in our friends group or colleagues or you name it, they're all PlayStation supporters, and then they come over, they play on my Series X, they see what it can do, and it's like the stupid little things like the Microsoft rewards, for instance. A lot of people buy their game digitally. I have friends, they only buy it digitally. They never buy it on a disc, or maybe for like 10 euros. And you tell them like, hey, but if you buy your game digitally, you see the Microsoft Rewards app, and they're like, holy shit, man. So if I buy my games digitally, after buying a couple of games, I get like a free month Game Pass Ultimate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. They're like,
Yep.
wow, but can I these points, can I just hold them for myself and then trade it in for like a coupon? Or like, yeah, you can, if you have like 1850 points, you get a coupon for like two euros. So if you stack them up, you can trade them in. And like, wow, that's something PlayStation never did.
Yep.
It not always works perfectly, the Microsoft Rewards app. Like now it's doing his thing again, but those are the small things Microsoft does for their customers, and it's something PlayStation never did. People have sorry.
I would never understand why everybody looks at Xbox as being anti-consumer, and I personally think both companies, Sony, are the more anti-consumer.
Oh, Sony is
Xbox-
extremely much more.
Xbox-
Sony is way
Xbox
more
does an
anti-consumer.
awful lot
Sony is,
for their fan base.
yeah. Sony is way more anti-consumer.
Sony's just more
Way.
towards how they were in the old days. They just stay the same. Like they're not growing towards what like evolving basically. They're not evolving like with what is going on with the industry. Xbox is evolving, like they're changing like how it needs to be done with the industry moving forward. And because PlayStation is not doing that, that's why they are anti-consumer. Like but I do feel at certain things like Xbox is trying to correct certain stuff, like the Xbox Gold with the free-to-play stuff that's going away. Like you can play your free-to-play games now without Xbox Gold, basically, or Game Pass or all that stuff, Ultimate. It's like a step in the good directions. People were complaining about that a lot.
I don't know about everybody else. I find myself, I feel like I'm in a really weird position now, especially on Xbox, because I feel like I don't have to buy games anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like I have plenty to play. If there's a new release coming out, I could possibly buy it. Chances are it might end up on Game Pass. I don't feel like I have to buy it, but it's weird to be in that situation where you have a games console, but you don't have to buy games. They're just being given to you. And that's, and not only that, but like Bern Fish was talking about rewards. They'll reward you for playing those games on Game Pass.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like they just keep giving me stuff, and I'm just taking it. It's such a strange position to be in.
Well, and the fact that actual good titles are hitting on day one drops, like Ascent is coming in at the end of July. Ascent is going to be day one Game Pass. So if you want to play Ascent, you got Game Pass, you're set. You know,
Outriders is never brand new release, came straight to Game Pass.
Yep.
MLB The Show straight to Game Pass. It's incredible.
It is incredible. Like it's the gift that keeps on giving, right? And for the amount of bucks you're spending, like $15 a month, if you're not having the special deal that you have like 2 years ago, 1 year ago, where you pay for $60 and they upgrade basically, and you get for a year free. I'm off that since last November. So I'm paying like $15 a month now, but still the value you get for it, it's so insane.
But
like, I've always been saying that.
I have an idea. I spoke with you about it, Flamish. Like now here we pay like 13 euros a month, but I pay 13 euros a month for my Ultimate. I pay 10 euros a month for my Disney Plus, Amazon Prime. Maybe Phil Spencer can say, hey, people, consumers, if you pay 25 euros or $25 a month, you get Game Pass Ultimate, you get Disney Plus, you get Netflix, you get Amazon Prime, or maybe 30 euros a month. I think people will get it.
Yeah, for sure.
That would be
Yeah.
a great deal.
They were talking about multiple tiers later on when
I
it's
need
more
it.
developed.
Give it to me
And
now.
I'm sure there will be something in the works. Like they had a deal going on with Disney Plus, where they basically were giving away like a free month or something, or 2 weeks for free. So I don't know how that's going to develop. Maybe there is something in the works that we don't know of, but I'm
There's
sure
rumors
there
they're
is
bringing-
gonna be different tiers of that, and maybe that it is included. Like I hope so.
There's rumors they're trying to get Ubisoft Plus on it as well, aren't they?
Yeah, there's talk of it. We may hear more about that at next month at E3. So
I'm excited for that. E3.
You might even get Steam on Xbox as well, which will be crazy.
at some point, but yeah, my understanding is Sony is starting to work with Steam, so that'll be an interesting.
Yeah. When is E3 normally? June?
Next month.
I think it's,
It's going to
beginning
be.
of June.
Yeah, it's in the middle of June. It's going to be June 15th, I think. June. Yes.
Ooh,
Can't
getting
wait.
excited. Yeah, I can't wait. Like that, the E3 shows of Xbox are, in my opinion, always well done. Like what they show, how many games they show, because it's ridiculous. Last E3, like they showed like I think 50 or 60 games or something. Okay, it's just like indie games and bigger games, but just the amount of games, like it's all about the games. Like we get what we want basically.
And they have
Well,
a
and
lot
remember,
more
and remember, Bethesda's going to have their own little thing too, so it's not just going to be,
They
Oh,
have
is
to
that-
at this point. I mean, they're still their own separate identity, right? They're part of Xbox.
No, they are. They are.
They
They are.
are
That,
Xbox now.
that deal is finished now. They are Xbox.
Yeah, I know, but they still have their own. They're still their own publisher a little bit, right? They still have
No.
multiple studios.
No.
That's okay.
No.
But they still have multiple studios under the ZeniMax umbrella, right?
But they're
Inside
all Xbox.
Xbox.
But they're all Xbox. But they're all
Yes.
Xbox. Yeah.
So I understand
Nothing
that
gets done without. Yeah, nothing gets done without Xbox saying okay.
And
I'll tell you what, I'm. Sorry, go on.
Also,
Yeah.
at this point, I think because there are so many studios inside Xbox, it's gonna be otherwise like a 3-4 hour show when they want to show off stuff. So I think it's better that we have like a separate show for Bethesda.
Well, no,
and all the-
they broke off Bethesda for a reason, and I think Starfield is one of the big reasons, and stuff like that.
Elder Scrolls 6.
I was having this conversation with someone on Twitter the other day, but can you imagine the absolute shitstorm that's going to hit Twitter if Xbox comes out on stage and announces Fallout 5 or Fallout New Vegas 2 exclusive to the Xbox? That is going to...
I want to see a new Fallout 5 with the Doom engine.
Actually,
That would be cool.
I would be. It
That
would
would
be
be
a sad day for PlayStation gamers, basically, right? If it's exclusive to Xbox, it would be a sad day
Well,
for
they're
PlayStation.
the ones who they're the ones who
But
up to this.
Stop
They're the
ruining
ones
it.
who up to this. They're the ones who up to this point always say exclusives matter. If you want to play it, buy the console.
I'm not talking about that shit because I'm.
Yeah,
not
now
going
the
to
now the
negative.
console's on the other foot. Now the console's on the other foot, baby.
But
Exclusives matter
I do
until they
want
come
to
out the
say,
console.
like, at this point in time, I do feel it's more mandatory to have both boxes anyway. There's so many good value in Xbox that if you're a pure PlayStation gamer, I think it's not wrong to get a Series X at this point.
You know
Because
what
there's
I
so
did?
many good value.
You know what I did?
Yeah, I know what you did. You sold your PlayStation.
I sold my PlayStation 5, and my wife, she was telling me,
Still
why
think
don't
it's not a good idea, but okay.
yeah, it's not a good idea. Yeah, you still want to have one? And I was like, yeah, but now at this point, I'm not missing it.
I know, there's
Honestly,
no
I'm not
games at the moment that you
Because
want to
there
play.
is nothing for me on it, and even if there's something on it, it's a PlayStation 4 game, or maybe it's an indie game. But it's for me now at this point, no. If they tomorrow announce like, hey, Fishy, we got something for you. We got that Bloodborne, totally remastered, 60 frames. Then I'm like, dude, I need this.
Yeah, you
I
need to
need
buy another
I need it.
PlayStation. Sony will be much happier.
Now,
But
I will get a PS5 eventually, just because I do want to play like the new God of War But at the I'm like
What?
I play mostly multiplats and multiplayer games, so the PS5 just doesn't really appeal
By
to
the
me
way,
as much as.
I have to say this,
Flamish.
guys. What clans? Before
Do you
I'll.
still have your PlayStation 5?
Yeah, I still have it. I'm waiting for Ratchet and Clank next week, month, the 11th. So I'm still I'm so excited for that game. I'm gonna buy that day one. Normally gonna pre-order it, I think, beginning next month. So, but no, guys, I'm also really excited. Like, I got a mail. So if you don't know, DB brand, hold on, D brand, is it D brand? Let me check. Brands, D brands. Yeah, so D brand has dark plates on the PlayStation 5. And I got a mail this week that they have shipped towards me. So I'm gonna have a black PlayStation 5 soon. Like my plate's gonna be black. I got a sticker for in the middle. That's gonna be matte black with some figurines of like.
It's gonna overheat.
No, it's not gonna overheat.
Gonna burn
I
your
had
house
no
down.
issues with my PlayStation 5 so
Yeah.
far. The one issue, the battery of my controller is
Well-
very well. No drifting issues with both my controllers, Xbox, PlayStation. I had no issues at all with my
Yes, you
console.
do. You can't add an external drive to your PlayStation 5. That's an issue.
Well, there was an update a couple of weeks ago, Paul, that you can. That's done.
On a
finished.
plus side, if your PlayStation does overheat and leave scorch marks, you won't see them because you've got a black console.
Straight.
No, but I
Just
wanted
smell a
to
bad
play.
burn smell.
I wanted the
Yeah.
the black PlayStation 5 plates. I think it looks way sweeter, and also just the limited edition sticker that I could get for the middle part that looks like it came right of Kingdom Hearts, which is one of my most favorite franchises of all time. I can't wait for a new one, by the way, for a new game. To put the sticker on there, looks like with the heart shape and stuff. Oh, looks so good. So I can't wait for it to arrive. But it's coming from America, so we'll have to pay extra.
Wait, so,
on,
so you're gonna put a sticker on your brand new play? You're actually gonna? Okay.
on my PlayStation, yes.
Yeah.
On the part in the middle,
Yeah. You're gonna put a sticker on your case.
not on the case itself, on the middle part where it's the shiny stuff. Yeah. And it's limited edition, Paul, so it's gonna be worth more.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
The
no,
limited
it's
edition
not.
sticker.
That's not how that works. That's not how
Yeah.
that works.
But the black plates are very cool, and
Mm.
I want to say I'm so lucky to have those so soon. I pre-ordered them back in
Mhm.
February, I think. So
Before the sticker, it was $500. After the sticker,
Yeah.
$12,000.
Yeah, you can't trade in custom stuff. A lot of places
Yeah.
won't take it.
then I take off the sticker and it's fine. Come on, I just cleaned up and I take
But
some
it's a lim-
apropos
but it's
alcohol.
a- but-
Apropos
But it's a
alcohol.
limited edition sticker. And then you
Yeah,
just
limited
wait till
edition.
your limited edition.
But if
Then
I eventually will sell off my PlayStation 5, I don't need it anymore.
you
right?
can take the limited edition sticker and put it on your fridge, and then your fridge is limited edition.
Yeah.
That's a good
There you go,
idea. Now I'll probably when I remove the sticker eventually, or it gets weak because of the warmth and stuff. But like I said, I have no real issues with my PlayStation 5 so far. I'm pretty happy.
That's the other issue you have. If you ever have to send it in for repair, if I was you, make sure you put the original plates and stuff back on it, because you may not get the same one back.
You know it's easy to change them out, right? I mean, takes 1 minute.
Well,
But the sticker though.
yeah. What about the
What
limited edition?
about the limited edition sticker?
Yeah.
Well, I basically bought this PlayStation from, back in the day when the PlayStation was available.
I'm
I
glad
bought it
I'm
from
not
a
the only
scalper,
one.
so I
I'm
cannot
glad I'm
return
not the only one
it.
picking on him about this. Yeah.
I can't return my PlayStation 5. Just remember. So it is stuck with me.
or you're stuck with it if you want to really go that way.
No,
But
no,
yeah.
no, 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 because I love Returnal. Returnal's a phenomenal game. I played it somewhat. I am stuck, however, because it's pretty difficult. Like I'm also stuck with Cuphead at the moment. I am trying to finish that game. I got a bet with PK Entertainment from YouTube. He thinks I can finish the game, so I'm gonna try to. I'm doing every time a little bit, like every day, a little bit of a Cuphead, trying to complete the game at this point.
Oh, Cuphead.
Another
Yeah,
one of those games I never played.
I can't
So
even play
hard.
Cuphead. I want to, but yeah, I can't do it. It looks beautiful, but I can't play that game at all.
Really hard, but really fluid. Really, if you die, it's your own fault every time.
Oh, thanks, Flamish. Yeah, that's the kind of support people need.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I
But it
really
is
want to play it.
it's a game where it's designed that way. Like it's designed that if
Such
you
a
die,
people
it's your
person,
own
that
fault.
Flamish. What a people
Yeah.
person.
Yeah. If you die, it's because you stuck. Okay, that's just all there is to it. Yeah.
No, it's because you read the
You're just
mechanics
bad at
wrong.
the game. Go back to Roblox.
No, it's not about being bad. Oh, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Or My Little Pony
Yeah.
sword farmer.
I think I'll stick to Minecraft.
The Barbie Dreamhouse Stimulator, you know? Yeah.
Tamagotchi for adults.
Oh my god, guys.
So, what are your hopes for E3? What do you want to get seen?
We'll start with Burnt Fish.
I want to see a new Bioshock.
That'd be good.
I want to see the Bloodborne remastered.
Patch.
Not a patch. No, not a patch. No, I don't want to see a remastered. I want to see a remake.
But it's 9 years old. It's not old enough.
Yeah, but they must do it for me. They will say, "Hey, Fishy, we'll do it for you. Come back to us, boy. Come back to Sony." No, so I want to see a Bioshock, the Bloodborne, and that's a bit it. And I want to see some new Battlefield 6 info.
Yeah.
But yeah, Flamish knows that Bioshock is one of my all-time favorite franchises, and
I never played the first two, but I played Infinite, and my god, that game was amazing.
you have to play Infinite, and then you have to play 1 and 2
Yeah.
for the story.
Thing is, I got into this mentality. If I couldn't get all the achievements of a game, I won't
Yeah.
play the game.
Yeah, I
And
get
Bioshock
that.
was one of those. I was like, this is too hard. I'm not going to bother playing this. And
Wait,
then
are you saying
I
you
don't
have to
bother playing
play Infinite and then 1 and 2?
Yeah, because Infinite is the beginning, and then when you finish Infinite, then you have to play Bioshock 1 and Bioshock 2.
I don't feel you should play it that way because Infinite is such more advanced in how it plays and stuff. That I feel like you go backwards. That because the mechanics are older.
You get the feeling that you go backward, but when the story goes, people went to the sky. It didn't work out in the sky, so they go below. It's with all the little sisters and all as well. You have to play Infinite, and then you have to play Bioshock 1 and 2.
Really?
You don't have to.
I
but
never
if you,
know
but,
that
don't
was.
have to.
but if
for
you
the
but if
story,
you want to do it in story order,
Yeah,
then yes.
yeah. If you want to play it story-wise, then you have to play it that way. I've read multiple books. I have all the books. I have all the artwork concept books. Sorry. I'm that big of a fan. I have this.
The Songbird, is that the collector's edition?
Yeah, yeah.
Fun
I had-
fact, spoiler alert, Songbird's death was the last time I actually got teary to a video game.
Hmm.
That whole scene was just, oh my god, beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, it was a beautiful game.
There you go, now I'm going to play it.
Yeah, there's even a book. There's even a no, not a book. How do you call it? A klein boeksken, Flamish.
Paperback? No,
It's a
like
a
a
paperback.
paperback?
I have the paperback with all the story and the details in how Bioshock, how not how they the game is made, but the story from Bioshock, it's like a book. Like when you look at the Harry Potter movie or you read the Harry Potter book, it's the same. And with the book that I have from Bioshock, it's a totally different perspective you get on the world and the characters.
Talk
Def-
about Harry Potter, guys.
Oh.
No. I need to say this because
Aren't
I
you
bought
Harry
something.
Potter?
Yeah, he's
I
going
bought
to get his
something
broom
for my
back.
girlfriend. I bought something for my girlfriend. Is this? So this is what they. Yeah.
Metal Earth.
No, hold on. Let me unblur the screen real quick because this is something I would say do not buy this if you want to have painful fingers. So you got this. This is a small little house in metal, right?
Yeah.
And inside you have like these plates that have all kinds of metal stuff in them, right? And you need to bend them, but if you see how small they are, this is my finger, right? And this is like a small little thingy over here in the.
Moet nu een pincetje doen, hè?
Doesn't come with
I-
plasters.
So
My big old hands wouldn't be able to do that. I would have.
so even the dragon and stuff, I still need to build this dragon. But I tried this. This is like freaking hard. Does a lot of pain towards your thumb and your hands because all metal. Like all the little plates are metal. A pincer, a pincet, a pincer.
Pliers. Yeah.
How do you call that stuff, Paul?
Pincet.
Like pincet? Is
The
it called?
pincet for like girls are using it to wear all the
Tweezers.
Yeah, tweezers. Yeah, tweezers.
Yeah,
Tweezers,
tweezer.
Not
So
pliers.
this stuff. This stuff.
Is
I'll
that the
show
thing you use for your nose hair, man?
No, that's not
Yeah,
what I use.
yeah.
My nose is clean. What are you saying? No. So
Wait,
even
hey,
with
you're
this
30,
stuff,
you're 30 now. You're gonna have hair coming out of places you never
Hold
knew
on,
were
I'll be right
possible.
back.
You're gonna have hair coming out of places
Okay,
you never knew was
so
possible.
even
Yeah,
with this
hair.
stuff, it's a lot of pain to do this, and I will actually show you the finished product. Like you don't even know how big this is until you finished it.
How many
And
times have you cut yourself?
multiple times. This is the finished product. This is my hand. This is the finished product. It's a little house.
That's cool.
There's like a
Wow.
wheelbarrow and
Wait,
stuff.
wait, Flamish, because my girl is here. She want to see it. See, that's what he
That's
made.
gotta be like for some pretty nasty
That's
paper
cool.
cuts.
That's cool, man.
That's gotta be.
Is this
some
cool?
pretty nasty-
I will
That's
say it.
cool.
Like it is cool. My girlfriend is a fan of Harry Potter, and I made it for her. Right? Like it even has all the details carved in before you start. Right? And you need to bend all that stuff. But man, this is so much work, and like these things are like
From
they
Harry
bend.
Potter.
They bend a little, right? And you need to bend them in place. But it's so hard to do. It's it hurts. But if it's stuck, it's stuck. Like I cannot move any of the things. Even the chimney is stuck. Like even the headpiece is stuck. The little wheelbarrow is like wiggly a little bit. Like even with the pumpkin inside, if it wants to focus, basically focus. See a little wheelbarrow and stuff.
When
I'd cut myself to
crate.
pieces. I got really fat fingers.
Crate with the freaking barrel and box inside. It's so weird. But never buy this if you don't want to have pain. Never buy
It's
it.
cool though.
It's from Revel.
Since
It's a Steam model kit from what's the company? Fascinations. I will actually show it again. Like this is the model kit from this company. If it wants to focus. Focus, God. Damn it! Focus.
do you got a twin brother?
No.
But because there's a friend of mine, and he looks like your twin, man.
All right.
I'm gonna show him to you. Maybe my phone will pick it up.
It doesn't want to focus. It's
It
so
does. Yeah,
annoying.
it kind of looks like me.
It's like your. It's like
No,
your
he
twin.
likes you, man. He's like you.
No, he's
It's
a friend
exactly
of mine.
like
He was like, "What is Yanni here?" Oh
Is his
no,
name Dave, by any chance?
no, his name is Yanni.
Maybe get him on the show
Is-
together with
Yeah.
with Sense.
I'll freak people out, innit? This is the real Dave.
His,
It's like
his name-
what the
Yeah,
hell's
his
going
name
on?
is
Is he
Johnny.
running
his,
from?
his name is Johnny. Does he play the pan flute? He's just,
Also, like, is since like going from one room to another room and just recording like one session. Oh man, that's yeah, that metal stuff is so annoying to do. And then I have
But-
like a whole puzzle
But where
of,
did you pick it up? Where did you pick it up? Was
in
it
the model building store when I bought my airbrush and
Airbrush.
stuff. Yeah.
You
Okay.
get it on Amazon?
No. I think you can actually. Hold on, let me check it out. But I'm like I said, I do not recommend it if you don't want to have hours of pain doing
You've
this
made
stuff.
it look so cool. Now I want one.
I
It
want
does.
it. I need it.
As a Harry Potter fan, it does look cool. I can tell
What you
you
do
that,
is
but it's so
if
hard.
if you have access to a small child, just pay them to do it. Here,
Actually, I will put the link in the description. Let me see if I can make it. Okay, if I can get it. Metal. Puzzles 1 to 3. Selling it. It's like $22. Basically.
I don't want that badly.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm seeing if I can find Amazon, but actually Amazon's not selling it. It seems.
Wow, $22 to get tetanus. Yeah, that's impressive. That's
Well, we're not called tetanus.
yeah, it's from getting cut by metal by dirty metal.
Dirty metal, but that's not dirty metal.
Well, what do you know? I mean, it could be.
Metal, steel, metal puzzle, Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, so it's like 17 euros, 19 euros. It's actually a bit cheaper on Amazon. Yeah, but I would still not buy it.
You are not a good salesman. Doesn't this look cool? Yeah, don't get that. If you don't buy that, this is more of a limited edition. So hey,
Maybe it's like a reverse psychology thing.
It's just because it's painful.
You don't want this. But
That's
look
all.
how pretty it is, but you don't want it.
Also,
Maybe your
my-
6-year-old kids want it.
It's like, yeah, I think I want it.
But that's the thing. This is not for kids. Basically, this is for adults.
Hola, balón.
Also, Jaco, welcome to the stream, man. But yeah, I don't want to keep talking about it, of course. But it's just something that I
Diego, hope you're feeling better, buddy.
yeah, Jago. If you just got here, let Flemish show you something that's really cool that he doesn't think you should buy.
Yeah.
It is cool once it's built, and you will see like, oh, I'm so relieved it's done. But while doing it, it's not fun. Like, I would not buy this again. Basically, I still need to build a dragon, and that's even harder than the other one. So I'm like, Jesus. I'm a little bit like, ugh.
Now that we are all on stream, I have to ask a question off topic. I'm in the Xbox Microsoft Rewards app, and it still doesn't want to let me activate the Pons cards, or what's it called, Flamish?
The punch card.
The
Yeah.
punch card, yeah.
The punch card for like 250 points. I earned an achievement in Mass Effect, but it doesn't let me activate the card. So
Oh, that sucks.
I
Did any of you guys get the 10,000 point mail?
What's the actual punch? What's the actual punch card say? What's the actual punch?
it says activate the punch card for and complete.
So did you is the punch card activated?
I can't active. I clicked on it to activate it, and there's a green ink on it, but
So it's activated. So it's activated.
I don't know if I'm in the home screen. It's like it's activated, but I didn't get my 250 points.
Now, what's the second step of it though? You activated it, then what
Earn
does
an
it want you to do?
achievement. So I'm gonna turn on my my laptop, and I'm gonna maybe you guys.
Well, no. So did you activate it before or after you earned the achievement?
I activated before. I can't activate it. I don't know what's going on.
No, okay. With the punch card, you have to activate them first. You have to tell the punch card, I want to use you, and
Yeah.
then you have to do the steps to get that punch card completed.
But I couldn't activate the punch card before I got the game. and Dream Eater as well. He couldn't have it. So I don't know what's going on.
weird.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
I actually haven't
Yeah.
checked it yet, and I do have Mass Effect. Maybe I should try it too. See if I can get it activated.
I have
Oh,
one.
that's the other thing.
But-
When we were talking about getting games and getting points, did you know that if somebody gives you a game, you also get the points as though you purchased it? So what I do with all those punch cards, even if I don't plan on getting the game or doing whatever, I activate them all. The first step. That way, if for any reason that gets completed, it rolls over on its own.
Well, that works on game sharing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I do want to say, like, here in Belgium, our punch cards and our rewards are different from America.
Yeah.
My rewards are really weird. Like I seem to go up in thousands randomly for no reason. I don't.
Do you buy a lot of games?
Not really. No.
Do you play a lot of
Um,
games?
Do
I
you
know you
buy
used to
stuff
get-
from the store? Do you buy
You used to
stuff
get
from
like
the
a
Microsoft store?
you used to get like a VAT rebate back in the day, but I don't know if that still applies now. But I've noticed like I seem to get like thousands of reward points randomly added to my account. I have no idea why.
Well,
It's
if
not
you
raining.
actually log into your account on a PC, it should tell you
What
where
I'm,
the points are coming from.
what I'm actually
Okay,
now
I'll have a
going
look.
to do is I'm gonna put myself inside the reward program, right? I'm gonna log in with my PC and I'm gonna check if I can.
Yeah, because
basically-
I'm now at the screen, and then you have your weekly rewards, earn more, and then you have the Mass Effect Legendary Edition for 250 points. And at the screen, it shows me one green Vink, the left one. But when I open it, then I get the green Vink that I unlocked an achievement. But there's like activate punch card, but that wouldn't even let me activate it before I got the game. And Dream Eater had the same problem as well. If
That's
it's
weird.
something here in Belgium, I don't know. But I
Yeah,
can't
I
select
would call support because
Mm.
yeah, you should have been able to activate it before you bought it.
It's the same. I bought 3 small games, the day before yesterday, but my Xbox keeps freezing up. I deleted them. I installed them again. Then it was like, yeah, you have to wait too long to get signed in, and this and that. So I had to delete them as well again.
Well,
install-
that doesn't affect the point. The points strictly go by if it shows up on your account as purchased.
yeah, but
They don't care if it's installed or not. They don't care if it's installed or not.
I sent a message to Microsoft for a refund because I was like, hey, these games don't work for me, and they were like,
Well,
no.
yeah, then they'll take the points back. Yeah, then
No,
they'll
but
take
they told me I couldn't get a refund because I had the game installed, I played the game, I earned achievements on it, and then they couldn't get a refund for it. And I was like, hey,
yeah.
take the achievements, just give me back my money.
That's not how. Yeah, if you played it for more than 2 hours, then
Oh,
then,
I even played it for like 10 minutes. That's it. But I
But you-
earned a lot of.
but you got achievements.
Yeah.
Was it one of those quickie achievement things
Yeah.
where you get like a? Yeah, they're not real keen on those, dude. They're not.
But
Yeah.
with the sharing, I'm still thinking about it, Flamish, to share it with Dream Eater. But if do you have to buy separately your ultimate, or does someone pay for ultimate and you have?
Well, actually, what I know about it is that even if you don't buy Ultimate, you can still play all the games.
I share with my mate Tim, and he pays for Ultimate, and I still have to pay for Ultimate as well. You don't get shared.
Yeah, Ultimate
rewards.
doesn't get shared. Ultimate itself doesn't get shared.
Okay, that's cool because so if I'm gonna share my console with him, everything I bought, he can play as well.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
you
You
can
do
play
it well.
together as well. Like that doesn't matter.
Is it hard? Do I have to go at his place and he has to
Oh,
come
no,
here?
no.
or-
No. So basically, what you need to do in that regard is, I can explain this later to you as well.
Yeah,
but
sure.
for everyone that doesn't know this,
Yeah,
that's
let's
watching
not
the
explain
stream.
that with me on the channel. Let me get off the stream before you explain
So
that.
everyone that knows this, that is watching the stream, that doesn't know how this works, basically you need to set his console as your home console. So he needs to get your password and email address. like your Microsoft account basically, and log in with that Microsoft account as a home owner of the Xbox. And then on your Xbox, he needs to do it on your Xbox. And then you log in on your own Xbox as second user, basically. Not the home user, but the second user. And then because he is the home user, all his games are automatically also on your account.
Okay. Then I'm gonna check this out this
Yeah.
week. Maybe we could share some games together.
By the way, the only time
But
that
I'll
if
help
you
you
ever
with
lose,
that
if you
after.
lose access to the internet for whatever reason, you will not be able to play any games on your Xbox because it
Yeah.
thinks his Xbox is your home Xbox, and you can only do the home Xbox change 5 times in a 12-month period.
I think it's 3 times. Yeah, 3 times
Is
a
it,
year.
is it three?
Yeah,
Is it 3? I thought it was
the
5.
the
It's
5
been a while.
times or 6 times is for region changing.
But can
To
you
change
play?
memories.
Can you play at the same time?
Yes.
The
Yes.
Yes.
the same game because
Yes.
if I'm
Yes.
okay, but because I know there was an issue on the PlayStation with that.
No, you can play, and you can both be playing the same game. In fact, if it's a multiplayer game like Rainbow Six Siege, but only one of you actually owns it, you can both be playing it. Yeah, and playing with each other.
Then it's
That's the main
cheaper.
reason a lot of that was developed, or at least they.
It's cheaper that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Especially
what
if
I
you
told you
automate
since the
deliveries.
beginning. But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
glad.
but are you then like I buy a game? Do you then automatically also share your reward points with your?
No, that's
not reward
separate.
points.
No,
Uh,
they just go to you. They just go to you. They just
Only
go to
the
you.
games and DLCs that you buy, except
Mhm.
certain DLCs are not like carrying over as
Yeah,
well.
they don't get
Season
Some-
shared. Yeah,
passes
some,
certain
carry
DLCs don't
Like
get shared.
DLCs like in Assassin's Creed carry over. Like I have the same DLCs as my my game sharing partner. Other things like game DLCs, like expansions basically, or like season passes, they carry over as well. From time to time, some games they don't, some games they do. You have to look out for that stuff.
Okay.
But
Yep.
normally they do. Like everything from games and DLCs carries over.
All right.
It's definitely worth doing though, for sure.
Like microtransactions, it depends on what type of microtransaction it is.
Alrighty.
But I'll explain that to you when we're,
That's cool. That's
you
yeah.
know, party
when,
though.
when Dream Eater is also.
Yeah,
online.
it's a little bit easier to explain
Yeah, sure.
when we're calling, and you can do that while playing Xbox. So that I can call you and explain that stuff. Excuse
Are
me.
you burping?
It's so fast that I cannot mute myself because it's here on the back. So it's like happening all of a sudden. It wasn't that loud. Come on. Why are you breaking me down?
Yeah.
So guys, yeah, it's almost time. But I do wanna ask, like, is there one thing more you wanna?
Burping Bertie.
Is there one thing more you guys want to talk about, like a game that comes out next month, or
Oh, yeah, what are you guys
something
looking
else?
forward to from E3? I think we only heard Burnt Fish.
Oh yeah, Paul.
What's that?
What are you
What up?
looking for in E3?
Oh, I don't know.
Forward to.
Mostly, I'm looking forward to more information about the launch and stuff of Starfield, and hopefully some gameplay.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
other than that, I'm like whatever. Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, for me it's the same thing. Like Starfield is, like, of course, a huge part of the reason why I want to see E3. I really hope it's there. Also, the game I really want to see come out soon is, or know more about, is Senua's Sacrifice. Sacrifice?
Oh, Hellblade 2. Yeah.
Yeah, Hellblade 2, basically. I really want to know what's going on with that game. I mean, it's been a couple of years since we last saw the. I think it's 2 years now we saw the E3.
2 years this year, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, no, 2 years and a half
no.
with the
It wasn't
the
shown off at
VGAs.
E3, was it? It was shown off at like an Xbox event, wasn't it? When they announced the Series X?
With the VGAs, that's where it started. That's like 2 years,
Oh.
1 year and a half ago, or 2 years and a half. I'm not
Yeah.
sure anymore.
First one.
A year and a half, maybe.
Yeah, I think I thought they announced it at the same time they announced the Series X.
The Series X, yeah, it was the same
Yeah.
show. Like that was the game where I was like,
A
wow,
year and
this
a half,
looks
I think.
so incredible. But yeah, that and of course the indie games. I love indie games. Like that's my favorite genre. So if it's an indie game, I'm gonna be looking forward to it. Except the fishing game that's coming out, like they were talking about for more than 15 minutes. That's a game I'm looking forward to, but I'm like, yeah, if they're gonna do sort of that stuff like interviewing and talking about the game for 15 minutes, I think that's a little bit too long. I hope they're short and sweet, like trailers basically, maybe a little bit of gameplay. But that's all I want to see basically. I don't want to see like full interviews anymore.
I definitely want to see more gameplay at this year's E3 because I felt like the last 2 years,
Yeah.
especially for Xbox, it was all CGI trailers. I want to see some proper gameplay.
Maybe because of all the stuff that was going on with COVID and stuff, they didn't
Yeah,
really
maybe.
prepare too much with because they had to cancel E3 very late in the process, I would say, and they had to rewrite all the stuff basically. Or
I
not
think a lot of it was to
rewrite.
do with Xbox not getting the developer tools
Ready
as well,
for
wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, so basically just relying on what they could throw together.
We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm very
I'm
excited for
excited.
E3 as
Yeah,
always.
I'm excited for this year.
I'm also
more
excited for
this year 'cause-
PlayStation.
yeah, I'm
I
looking
want to see
forward
what
to seeing.
PlayStation.
Xbox have got like how many more new studios now than last year? So
They're
I'm interested to see what they're
35.
doing.
They're
Filter Wheel.
35.
I'm looking forward to seeing what Bethesda's bringing out. I want to see what Ubisoft is bringing out. Can't wait for Far Cry 6. Far Cry 5 is one of my favorite games of last generation. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm looking forward to it.
Hold on, Birdfish, did you just say in Dutch too many studios?
Yeah, because I don't know how much.
No,
35.
there's no such thing as too much. There's when
no
you see how many
such thing as too much. Let them all go into Game Pass. I don't care. I can play them
Yeah.
all.
Way too much. No, I hope they can perfectly balance out what they make. You know, because it's like I said, you can have a lot of studios. That's cool. That's okay. But if you have like 100 studios, I'm just giving it a number. If you have like 100 studios, make 30 games, and from the 30 games, you only have like 3 or 4 games that stick with you, and it's like, you know?
Yeah, but all the studios are making something. Like they're not working together. They're making
Yeah,
something
I know,
themselves.
but I hope the games will be completed. You know.
It's all of the
That they
studio.
take their
Microsoft gives them time enough to finish what they want.
het is dat ik bedoel. I hope they take their time and not like they're now. Oh shit, we now have a lot of studios, so we have to show. No, give their time. Give
they
them
haven't been worried
time
about.
and we'll
They
see
haven't been
what
worried
they
about that up to this point. I don't see that changing.
Yeah, PlayStation. The last game they did with was No Man's Sky. Like that game was a flop when it came out, basically because PlayStation pushed them to come out. But Microsoft is not doing that stuff anymore. They turned away from that because I feel that developers just need more time, especially now what's going on. It's still harder to develop a game than it was before because of all the separation and stuff.
I'm really hoping for a new Forza. I know that people are saying
coming.
that Forza Horizon
It's
5
coming.
is coming out this year, but I thought 8 was like meant to be coming out soon.
Well, I think they hit the snack with 8. It's also using
really?
like the coolest thing that I know about Forza 8 is that they're using the same engine with the wind and stuff that they use in the Microsoft airplane Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah.
They were doing like closed tests, weren't they? Closed alpha tests on Forza Motorsport 8. Like, wasn't that a few weeks ago? I honestly thought we was going to see Motorsport 8 before we saw Horizon 5.
I'm not really into the news at the moment. Like I do know a few things, but I don't know. I don't follow a lot of news lately. With everything that was going on in my life, I just separate myself from everything a little bit. I haven't been on shows on Klaus's channel for GQ TV for a while now, and I do miss that. But I'm getting back into that as well. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna talk about it after the show. I'm gonna go live again on my own, talk about the stuff for a little bit. But guys, it was an amazing show again. Thanks for coming. Regin,
Thanks for having me.
Sins, not Regin Dave. That's a character of yours on your channel. Like, tell us where people can find you, man.
You can find me on Twitter. I've recently changed my Twitter handle, but you can find me at Sins Games on Twitter. You can find me on Twitch. I'm actually streaming a lot now than I was back when I was doing the Resident Dave stuff. So you can find me on Twitch at v2_sins. That's pretty much it. You can find pretty much everything out about me on Twitter. So I'm easy. I'm around somewhere. If I'm not, just ask him. He knows where I'm at. But yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I just got distracted and saw something on Twitter. Paul, where can people find you, man?
I don't know, somewhere. No, I'm. You can find me at Twitter at Cerebral Paul 1, Twitch at Cerebral Paul, YouTube at Cerebral Paul. Yes, I have my own URL finally. And on Xbox at Cerebral Paul 924. You can find me on Sundays at Good Morning Xbox with Nuke Nukem and the gang. And you can find me here later on Sunday, like right now. And then you can find me on Wednesdays on Midweek Gaming with Stubbs. And on Tuesdays, I tend to pop into Retro Renegades on Tuesday evenings, and that's always a fun and exciting time. And that's about it. And I'm sure I'll be popping up in other places at some point soon here too. So.
Okay, cool.
In other words, I'm becoming a busy person in the midst of all the chaos that is my life. So.
Well, it's good to get busy sometimes, man.
Yeah, it stopped me from crying myself to sleep.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's a little bit dark. That's not where I want to get to, but okay.
That escalated so quickly.
Just phew! Like a fire.
Tears don't fall.
So, Birdfish, first of all, someone in chat said something to you. One called
me?
Kimberly. Yeah, Kimberly said something
What?
to you.
Oh my god.
So where can people find you, Birdfish?
In jail. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Cell block 8. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
People can find me. Yeah, I have a Twitter, Burnfish, but I'm not that active on it. I'm just more like a spotter. I look at things, but I don't post that often. People can find me here or Burnfish on Xbox or Burnfish on Instagram. Instagram is my mainly platform that I use for my everything in life. So if people want to know more about me,
Okay.
find me over there. So
Cool, man. Excited to have you on as always. Same with Paul. And Sins, you're always welcome as well. Clouds, are you still there?
Yep, I'm still here. I was just trying to figure out what your video is gonna be about because I'm so confused. You it's hard to figure out Flamish. The mind of Flamish is like insanity sometimes. You know, it's like Flamish. What's your plans?
It's a Flamish experience, man. That's why it's called this way.
I know one of these days I want to ask his woman about living the Flamish experience because that's gotta be, yeah. Wow.
Wow, man, that's harsh.
is it like the random thing we did like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
How much,
I'm not
how
gonna
much do you have to
say
pay for
anything.
the full Flamish experience?
I'm not gonna say anything about that. So, Clouds, where can people find you, man?
At 4GQ TV, we have 2 interviews. Well, we have 4 interviews scheduled, but the 2 closest ones is Terry Mayo, who's a comic book artist, and then we have the co-executive producer and co-creator of The Boys from Amazon. So he's gonna come on, Derek Robertson, which is gonna be a lot of fun.
Great show.
Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to that. Like, maybe I'll be on there as well. Like, I have no idea yet.
Yeah, I'm with me.
We'll see. Okay, and so people, you can find me, of course, here on the Flamish Experience every Sunday on 2 p.m. EST or 7 p.m. UK time. You can find me on 4GQ TV. I'll get on there sooner or later, again, to do some interviews and some other stuff. The Tuesday show, of course, the radio show, right, Clowns?
Yep.
And maybe the Thursday show, I have no idea yet. I'll discuss it more with Klaus first, and then yeah, I'm also streaming on Twitch now with the Xbox console. So if you want to see me getting some pain inside Cuphead, Binding of Isaac, and other games, I just do random games. I don't know what I'm gonna be playing all the time, but I do need more people, man. There's like one people watching me, and I'm like, I want more people in chat. Want to get that affiliated basically, but if you want to help me get that, guys, and you love my channel, you love my content, just get over to Twitch and give me a follow. It's called Flamish Boy, so really easy. Flamish was not there.
Flamish Boy. No,
yeah.
I am not going. I'm not going to a channel called Flamish Boy. I'm
I could
with
not
Chris
get
Evans knocking on my door.
I could not get Flamish. Like Flamish was
God,
taken. I need
do you
to
know
get
why
Flamish
I'm
Boy.
here?
Police,
Why are you
open up!
watching
Like the one meme, FBI. No, but guys, I love you all. I want to thank you all for coming. There were over 400 people watching at one time. Amazing. I never had this much success yet. I really love, man. I really love all these shows and stuff.
Applause for Flamish.
Thank you for everything, and we'll see you all next week on the new Flamish experience. Don't know what guest yet, but we'll see that next week. And like I always say at the end of the show, be positive, stay positive, and be happy.
One of these days he's gonna get that right on the first try.
Every
Because he
single
says
time.
it all the
His
time.
own quote, he always uses his own quote.
I'll see you guys
And
next
like,
time.
and like I always say, what do I always say?
I always say it differently, so that's
Yeah,
random,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
how I
yeah.
am. So, no, guys, I'll see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.